All right, so I made a bunch of these boxes here. I got like 8 of them with the intention of casting a bunch of these chainsaw vices. So these ones here I've had ready for a while. I want to give it a shot. So I made the box where I could do 5 in a box. Ideally, I could set up like 8 boxes and pour 40 of these at one time. All right, so I got 10 vices set up. There's 5 in there, 5 in here. This one will be a double pour. I'm gonna run the burner right in the backyard, but I'm not gonna drag these things back there. They're pretty heavy. So I'll just slide them out in the driveway when I go to pour. I'll melt the metal and then hoof it around to the front, pour them, and see how that goes. Alright, I got it running. Getting used to lighting it is a little tough, but this time I just took some coals out of my fireplace and dumped them straight in there. So I had some hot coals in there. Cold starting it with a bit of wood seems to be a little more challenging. Without air, the wood goes out, but I mean, you can do it. The hot coals definitely help. So I'm running low. I got a bunch of chunky bits from those rims in there. I'm gonna put as much in here. I'm gonna put a decent amount in here and try pour 10 of those vices at one shot. So let this run, I'll be back. The liquid. Good bit in there. I might top it up a little bit and get ready for maybe I'll pour 5 and see where we're at. Yeah, that can's not very good to pour with, so bit of a mess. But I think it all worked actually. Alright, so that's next morning now. It's all cooled down. Like it was shooting off wherever it wanted. Even though I did put a little bit of a flange there, it didn't, whatever. But they looked like they worked, apart from the mess. But all the cans are still pretty full, so we'll empty it out and have a look at them, but I'm pretty confident. It's pretty heavy. There you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I poured these together. Oh, these didn't work. Crazy. Okay. Look at that. I wonder what happened there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Huh. Bummer. Well, I got 3 of these actually worked perfect, and then I didn't notice it, but I've got 2 that this arm didn't quite fill in. So close, but this one, the arm as well, is not all there. So 3 out of 10 worked, so that's pretty sad. I guess this was barely hot enough. Maybe I should have gave it a little more heat, been a little more patient. And then when I went to pour these 5, I was using these this pipe, and it's a little heavier walled, and that stuff really kind of sucks the heat out of the metal too. So I guess I'll stick to the cans for the next batch. Also, these were old patterns. I didn't actually have my brand on there like this, so I'm not super bummed about it. Going forward, for the ones that I'm going to be selling here, I'm going to be casting them with my brand in there. So I've got 20 ready to cast that are branded. So this was a good test, I guess. And yeah, I'm going to give her another go here. All right, so for today's setup, you can see it's quite frosty and cold out. I got a little heat shield on the chair. I'll bring out my oil later, set it up there, run in, have my blower come in here, and then I just got the burner propped up with some rocks to point down in here. I had a few extra bricks, so I stacked whatever bricks I had in here just to take up some space. And I'm going to use my normal crucible because I can pour kind of, you know, aim nice with that thing, so not make a giant mess. But we'll get it going. I'll kind of fill this thing up, pour 5 at a time this time instead of trying to do 10. I'll do 5, put it back in, melt some more, do another 5, boom, boom, boom. I got at least 20 to do today, so that's the plan. And yeah, we'll get her going here in a bit. All right, so here's the 20 for today, 5 in a box. Basically, they'll be buried in like this. I just kind of marked how deep I want to have them covered in sand, so I'll know how high I got to fill them up. And these I actually have my brand on them, so hopefully that'll work out. And I'll have 20 branded ones that I'll be sending down to a guy here to sell hopefully soon. But yeah, that's that. And then I got my sand inside. It's been trying to keep it from being too cold. I got a jug of oil in here that I've been kind of making sure it's not too cold. And I got a few other extra things here, some slingshots, another vise that's not branded, so I might pour those if this goes well. I might do those up and pour them too, just to be done with it. And over here I've been working on some more, so I got another 25 in the works. So you cut the 2 pieces on the CNC, cut the 2 pieces, and then I glue it together with some hot glue. And yeah, there you go. But yeah, I'll get that set up and ready to go. We'll get the furnace going. I'll leave these inside. I'll take my little dolly there, drag them out right to the furnace this time. When I go to cast, they'll be right there. Pull it out, pour 5, put the crucible back in, melt some more, come grab another box, and rinse and repeat. And the stuff from the last session there, these will all, most of this is just going to go back in the pot and then remelt it and yeah, so wish me luck. All right, I got 20 set up there. And I think for my first pour, I got a bit of sand left, so I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna do 4 of these slingshots and this vise that's not branded. So I'll set this up with 3 cans, so it'll be a can, and a can. And I'll pour this as the first one just to get me going and make sure everything's gonna be running smooth before I drag these out. I got way too much time invested into this to blow it, so this will be the warm-up, and then if I'm feeling good, I'm just gonna go for it. So I got the oil on pretty low right now. She's just starting to ramp up a little bit. Still lots of coals down in there. But once this can starts to heat up, I'll start to turn that up a little higher, and then we get her cooking. So just kind of an overhead shot here on startup. You can see I just got a bunch of chunks of rim in there. But once this starts going, should be no problem. So I'll be back in a bit once this starts to cook and this stuff starts to drop down. We're just starting to glow here now. It's getting ramped up. Burning pretty clean, no real smoke coming off it. So that's awesome. I'll be back when that starts to melt. Yeah, it's running really smooth. I'm quite pleased. We're molten. I threw some big chunky bits in there to top it up a little bit, so I'll give it a little more time to get hot, and then we'll pour these guys here, the 4 slingshots and that 1 vise. I don't feel like that worked. I only seen like 1 take metal. The other 2 didn't look like they took it, so we'll have to have a look. Yeah, no bueno. I got 1 slingshot. This guy didn't fill either completely. And neither one there. That's a bummer. Well, I got this thing going. I'll probably just melt down some scrap and make a few ingots before I shut it down. I'm not going to cast those other things. It's too much work to make those patterns, so I guess I'll do them with propane. So I can't run it much higher, because if I turn up my blower, I'm getting too much air coming back out of this pipe, and it blows my oil all over the place. It makes a mess. So I was hoping I could run it on low and do these castings, but it's not hot enough. So, hot enough to melt and pour some ingots, but yeah, I'll have to revisit this. Crank the oil up. I mean, that thing is glowing red. It's got to be hot enough. All right, I'm gonna try 5. That seems like it's really hot there now. Maybe some of them took it more than others. Ugh. All right, let's see how we did. I feel like, looking at the cans there, I think I'm gonna have 3 good ones and two close ones, which honestly will not be cool. Well, can't see the camera. That one looks full. That one looks full. 2. 3, that one's good. 4, I think he's good. 5. Well, hallelujah. I think they're all good. Oh. That was too nerve-wracking.